Hello, my name is Lisa Liu. Today I'd like to share some kitchen tips with you how to keep green onions fresh and easy to use. A lot of us love green onions, but when you buy enough green onions, a lot of people store them in a plastic bag and put it in the fridge. Few days later, they are smelly, they make the fridge smelly, and they turn yellow, and you waste your time. You don't have enough fresh supplies of green onions. Today I'm going to show you how you can have constant fresh green onion supplies without giving out a bad smell, and you will enjoy it. As you can see, today I bought quite a bit of green onions, and the tip is you bring it home, you cut off, you leave 2 inches to the roots, you cut off the rest.
Keep the leafy part. The roots can be planted later on.
And then you get a container, set all the roots part into this container with water. Set it here overnight. And then next day, if you have a garden, that's perfect. You can just plant them into your garden. Onions prefer partial shade, partial sun locations, and you can put them in. If you put them in the garden, you can have constant supplies. You just go to give them a haircut like the lengths I cut today, and you will have constant supplies throughout the whole summer till fall, to snowfalls. And you don't need to dig them out either. They will come back next spring. And if you think you need more, you can buy more onions and do the same thing next year. And then you can keep them fresh and you have constant supplies. But if you don't have a garden, that's also okay. You can put them in a pot and put it on your balcony or on your deck or on your window. And you can still have nice fresh green onion supplies throughout the season. You can keep them inside. But sometimes we don't have enough sunlight for the winter and they can get weak. But still, that is very good that will be good for a long time, for the whole summer. This way you will have constant fresh supplies of green onions without you have to go to the store every time you need them. And for the cutting, for the part you cut off, the leaves, you can cut off the tips and give it a good rinse and cut them to the way you like. You can freeze them or you can just use them at the moment. Either way, that will help. These are the green onions I just planted. I plant them beside the green beans I grow in my garden. The reason I do this is that when the green beans start to grow, they will provide the shade the onions would like, and the green onions would provide the companionship to the green beans to deter the rabbits and the squirrels we quite often have in our garden. So they are good companion to each other, and this can guarantee you will have constant supplies of green onions for the whole season. These are the green onions I planted last year. As you can see, they survived the winter, and now they're going to seed. I have to give them a haircut to prevent the seeding, because the seeding will stop the growth. You have to try to avoid the seeding, and when you see they start to have these buds, you cut them off from here. So you still give them the roots to grow, and you just eat the greens. I'll show you how to use the green afterwards. I just cut off the greens I showed you, and that's the stubs I have left. I'll give them some fertilizer and enough water so they can grow again, and you repeat this again in the whole summer. And also another small tip just for your information, as you can see, I have quite a bit of things growing here. I have some dill, and I also have some coriander growing here. I have garlic, and I put catmint in my garden as well. Catmint can act as an animal deterrent as well. So we put this in my veggie garden to deter the animal visit.